is played with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Into the air right away is Allen.
They'll dump this complete to the bus. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen going deep for Hill.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. Hey.
Now a give running left with Lynch.
Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. First carry from the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Stafford. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Donald Perry
from 13 yards out.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely
This will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up on Deion Sanders. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play call, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Matthew Stafford. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second down at 5.
Now Allen. That one complete to Bettis. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Michael Strahan able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Patrick Willis. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
32. 59. Drill right, 22.
Back to throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Stafford here. He finds Lynch, it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Johnson goes in motion left. Now a give up the middle to Bettis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A final shot before break. Stafford. He's got it.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 20. Now Allen. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It was Cam Chancellor that time, the big hitting safety who fired in there to blow that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
What you gonna do, little daddy? You gonna do something or not, bro? You gotta go play somebody on your level, bro.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their.
Now you coming out in goal line. That ain't the answer.
Almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not really.
About to commit, throw the ball.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is.
I'm about to commit, throw the ball.
Teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They gotta get their timing back. On play action, Allen.
This dumbass nigga threw the ball.
Oh my God.
This dummy threw the fucking ball.
Now they're continuing to trend with
I'm finishing him.
That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon. They'll try a toss here to Bettis. Oh, he pulls over it. And he'll be out.
At the 25-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First, they'll throw with Elway. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here's Edwards again on second down.
And some room to run now. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing now, Elway on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Elway to throw on second.
And that one complete, downfield to Johnson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Elway. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was done exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there. Turned the ball over. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On second down, Lynch takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Stafford. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. First down, the run with Lynch. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try to pound it in with Allstott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Allstott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Elway. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On fourth down, Elway. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. And they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Elway. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They'll try and throw for it with Elway. That's to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 3rd down, Elway.
He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Elway. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final second.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, they go Lynch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now, 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Again, it's Edwards. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Elway to throw. Shoves him away. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Elway. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. To throw is Elway. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Elway to throw again.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
From the gun, it's Elway. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Elway. Touchdown, Vikings. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 13, Saints 10.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man downfield, it's Fitzgerald.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now a give, running right is Lynch. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Johnson, 50 yards.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
He'll give them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. It's Elway on fourth down. That's into the hands of Edwards.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In motion, Gronkowski. Now it's Elway.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Shoot that nigga, Julian! Shoot that nigga!
Well, you need to take some chances here with the clock winding down. You need a touchdown to win.
Shoot that nigga, Julian!
Just seal their fate. Yeah, that's the nature.
All that bitch ass shit came to an end, huh?
Field to make their plays. But defense, they're sitting back watching.
Yeah, GG's, bitch.
Not too far back.
GG's, bitch. Don't play with Julian up there. GG's, bitch. GG's, bitch.
And we will.
GG's, bitch. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Take this dick you just took and put it in your mo ass, bitch. You and her could share this dick. You and your mo share this dick, bitch. This dick you just got, hey, all that dick Julian just put on you, give it to you and your mo. If y'all got something left over, give it to your sister, bitch. Shoot that nigga, Julian. I won't give his daddy no dick, but if they got enough dick for him to have, go ahead and give it to him. Woo!
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And all the way.
Good shit, young man. Good shit. You don't get that no more, though.
65 yards. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get great matchup and make plays like that.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. Here is the former Bill, Marshawn Lynch. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On
on 2nd and 15 now. Stafford, and he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Charles Haley from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Charles Haley drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
And big problems there. They'll say this crossed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Peyton up the middle. And some room to work. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Johnson. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a toss play for Peyton. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Walter Payton, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one. On 4th down, Stafford. And he's brought down.
It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead, still in the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Charles Haley. Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring.
with Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. He's got the first down and more.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time on a catch and run. 31 yards.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They start the drive with Lynch. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Stafford here.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive. And now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now a quick throw to Moss.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now back to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
The score, Falcons 14, Saints nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter just... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 9 now. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
Must be nice to get all that fucking help from the game.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Saints 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because my quarter won't smoke into bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get in the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw. trying to get one downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Complete with 11 seconds remaining now. I see the surprise in your face there, Parker. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 41, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 53 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Once more, they turn to Patterson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Runs over him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Count.
Let's go. I am the place. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show.